And the midfield combination of Alanga Afamasanga and Isaiah Petelo retained. Denny Tusitala Vauvasa Afa and Malu Falaniko. The referee for this evening's match is Aki Aso from Japan, assisted by Kaveni Taleme Valangi and Lotte Sandranu of Fiji. Serupipeli Fularica from the halfway get things underway for the 2016 World Rugby Pacific Challenge, and he's made a mess of that. It will be a free kick to the Samoans at halfway.
Okay, so we have to explain that we have a free kick because this is an experimental law, okay, that we are having in this tournament, and when just like in sevens, the team that was receiving will have a choice to have a free kick or restart. Therefore, Samoa is going to enjoy the free kick, and it's immediately high up and under to test our fullback.
Well, Kitione Ratu did well. The youngster from Vatukola called a fair catch there, quickly takes it. He's a stepper as well, this kid, Kitione Ratu. After it is Frederick Hicks. There's Hicks and Kelvin Amasi in defense for Fiji, but Samoa, David Osofua out to Kianufe. Outside is 22 and Lepani Rayala.
So early
lets it bounce rather out of play.
So early on, Samoa elects to go for the kicking game. However, their first one was kind of, an up and under. You don't want the up and under to land inside the 22. You would like all the fly-ups are taught to play their up and under so that it lands right before the 22 meter, so we the receiver cannot call a mark, and this is what Kitione Ratu was able to do.
Charlie Sessony's first line-out throw in. The Suva hookah claimed by Moses Evoka. The Warriors inside their own territory. Henry Seniloli being told to use it by the referee Akiaso. After it is Lepani Rayala, and at the back is Isaiah Petelo for the Samoans. Eremasi Randrondo arrives there for Fiji. Out he comes for Kianufe. A territorial game earlier on for the Samoans. Here's Kitione Ratu. Watch out for the step. Out it comes for Ratu. It's been no, says the referee, it's not high. Henry. Out it comes for the skipper Penny Ravai. Spins out of a tackle from Greg Foy. Seniloli comes towards the short side. And there's it's Nethani Wakaya. He did well.
Too high.
And we have a penalty for a high tackle. The referee was playing advantage until now, but the defense of Samoa held on all right. Okay, not a very good kicking game from Samoa. They will allow Kitione Ratu to launch a pretty good counter-attack. High tackles who have been also, a weakness of Samoan rugby throughout the years, and early on into the game, this weakness again appears. Okay, pretty interesting choice at fly-off for the Fiji Warriors with Seru Pepeli. It's surprising that we don't have a specialist fly-off from a country, somewhere in the country at that position, but Seru Pepeli is such a talented player that we're sure he's going to do a great job.
Yes, rightfully called by the referee. That wasn't straight from Charlie Sesson. We can tell that from here. And Sesson, that's his first blemish of the evening. And the first, rather, it's a throw-in for Samoa with David Osofua.
There was a pretty difficult throw-in, a bit long, okay, where maybe early in the game you want to go with a short throw-in to make things easier for your hooker and for him to get his confidence going. First scrum, and we're going to observe that very carefully because, as we said in the introduction of that game, okay, the scrum is going to be a very, very important part of this match, and we'll see how Samoa is going to hold against this excellent Fiji scrum.
Nulene Sam Ayono, Jake Gray up against Penny Ravai, Charlie Sesson and Mesakendonge for the Warriors. Right on the 10-meter line is the scrum feed for the Samoans. Here's the first scrum. And will the new rule apply here, Frank?
Yeah, well, for the scrum ruling, indeed, as you know in the experimental rule, the defensive scrum cannot wield the scrum. And this is what the referee has been calling. And we have another, very modest line-out found by both kickers, a modest line-out touch found by by the Fijian kicker, and there again the punter for Samoa didn't gain a lot of ground on this penalty. First line out for Samoa.
Sam Ayono with his first throw in, Talang Alofitpo and also Tulele Masui, but it's claimed by Talang Alofitpo right in front. Artukia Nufe. Here's Fayalanga Afamasanga. The counteracting by Fiji, and guess who? Kelepi Nemasi Dinamosi Flanka, one of the standout players from the Warriors in this tournament. Therefore, Henry Seniloli comes back on the short side. Henry Mateasi Udutambua. And Penny Ravai switching play but leaves it behind. Advantage called by the referee. Advantage is over. A foot race between Nethani Wakaya and his opposite number Vayovasa Afa, but a penalty against Vayovasa Afa.
Play on the ground.
So it's a penalty for the defending, diving onto the players who is recovering the ball. Okay, so that's a penalty that we see quite often, and the players, okay, are not aware very often of that this is an infringement. So you will see maybe on a replay, the player that is chasing dives on the player recovering the ball, and that's a penalty. He must stay on his feet.
So Samoa penalized early in this match.
And again, a modest touch found by the punter on this penalty. Last line out was a clean take from Samoa, a short line out. Let's see if this time around Fiji, yes, long throw and very clean take.
Charlie Sesson, great throw in, and nice two-hand take as well by Remasi Randron the Nandrong of number 8. Yuzet calls the referee Aki Aso. Yes, when the referee says use it, so within 5 seconds you have to use it. So the Warriors ran out of time on that occasion.
And even in this experimental law on the maul, okay, it's at the discretion of the referee to see when is it that is to stop the maul and call a turnover or not. So therefore, this the way the law is written on this experiment there is pretty bizarre, because that leaves a lot of leeway to the referee. You know, and it's quite subjective to say, you know, a reasonable time. It's quite subjective. What is reasonable and what is not? It all depends on your philosophy.
And it'll depend on the referee as well. So maybe the referees will have different interpretations and different times according to the reasonable time, which is stated in the law.
In this experimental law. Okay, good pressure there from Fiji at the scrum, and you know the number 8, Greg Four, couldn't control that ball at all. Okay, because it came out totally untidy, and maybe it didn't. Instead of cleaning it up, he made a knock on.
So Henry Seniloli, another throw into the scrum at the back. There's the midfield combination of Twilo Dala and Frederick Hicks from Nandi. Twilo Dala from Vatukola. Ermasi Randronro comes back on the short side. A short 1-8-9 combination with Henry Seniloli stepping back in field. There's Nathani Wakaya. The Wakaya leaves it behind and lays it well for Mateasi Udutambua, and here's Penny Ravai. Again, Udutambua in support. The Samoan defends quickly upon him. Nizan Aitu and Greg Leo Lofi, along with Greg Foy, the skipper. But
Off it.
some tempers flaring there. Henry Seniloli, Vularica just coming in to cool the players down. Ravai, Penny Ravai, the Warriors keeper, just signaling to the referee and telling him a punch was thrown. But the assistant referee, his flag is still down, Lotte Sandranu. So nothing in there in as far as the assistant referee and the referee is concerned. But in the meantime, it's Serpipeli Vularica who will take play right inside the Samoan territory this time, just a meter out from the Samoan 22-meter line.
I think the Samoans were complaining about you know, shoulder charge there in this ruck.
Oh, no wonder Seniloli was furious there on his opposite number. Vularica, oh, just knocked through by Kelevi Nemasi, but who can blame Nemasi? The pass from Vularica was a powerful one as well. Isaiah Petelo just outside the 22, Samoan 22 that is, Kitione Ratu. Now it comes for Ratu, and here's Nethani Wakaya. Tries, rather it's Moses Evoka. Still there for Henry Seniloli. Goes back on the short side. Jamming his way through is Seniloli running sideways. Again, Simoni Tuilaudala leaves it behind for Henry. Out it comes for Penny Ravai. Rather, it's Mateasi Udutambua. Charles Sesson with the headgear. Again, tempers flaring there. Henry Seniloli and Serpepeli Vullarica.
The players need to keep their cool there. Okay, there's nothing to write home about. Okay, and nothing to be nervous about. So therefore, you know, especially early in the game, but fortunately now the players are much better educated and you know, and don't fall in the trap of violence, which is very good there so far. It's just a little scuffles.
Calm down, please.
And nothing very bad.
Concentrate to the rugby. Okay? Yeah. Okay? Everybody want to see the rugby. Okay? Understand? Yeah. Okay.
Everybody wants to see rugby. That's what the referee Akiaso is telling the two captains. Well, Sam Ayono was furious there, along with the halfback David Osofua. And nicely summed up by the referee Akiaso from Japan. We are here to watch rugby. We are here to play rugby.
So that's two breakdowns in a row, even three, that where Samoa is being penalized. Okay.
Okay. Time on.
And one for diving over on this one. I'm not sure if it was just a hands in the ruck, but regardless, we'll see what option is Penny Ravai going to take. Are we going to go for goal so that we can score 2 points, or for the line out? It sounds like we're going to go for the 2 points. So that's another reminder for our viewers that is with those experimental law. Okay, the try is worth 6 points. A penalty is worth 2 points, as well as a drop goal. And as for the conversion, there are no changes, it's still 2 points.
So there is the distance. Just 2 meters outside, rather a meter outside the 10-meter line, inside Samoa's territory. 10 out from the sideline. It's about 42 meters, taking into account the angle in which Serupepeli Vullarica will attempt this penalty. Vullarica, if this goes over, it will be the first points of the World Rugby Pacific Challenge final, but just falls short there. Kia Nufe from inside his own try line. No one at the back for the Warriors, but there's Kitione Ratu. Fires it in field for Vullarica. Here's Henry outside the 22. Wauvasa Afa for Samoa. Infield to Manu Falaniko, rather Kia Nufe. So it's a territorial game for the Samoans and also for the Warriors. Here's Kitione Ratu. Lifts it high, and the chasers are good as well. Lepani Rayala is after it for the Warriors. Did well. The Watukola winger was red carded in the last match. Here comes Mateasi Udutambua. Going forward is Udutambua. In support is Randronro and Mesakendonge. Vullarica at halfback. Out it comes again for the Warriors. And Frederick Hicks, a huge tackle on him by Greg Foy. Vullarica, a standing start for Moses Evoka. Bullard still there for the Warriors. Shot one for Mateasi Udutambua. Takes 3 Samoan defenders to put him down. Seniloli again. Vullarica puts it forward, and not a bad piece of play there from the Warriors, and especially the kick through by Vullarica.
Yeah, however, they missed an overlap there on the right side of the field on the third phase. Okay, the hands were just too slow. Okay, and this is why you know, they didn't take advantage of this overlap.
I'm impressed with Mateasi Udutambua in the first few minutes of this match. 4 carries so far, and getting over the advantage line in all those carries. Good. So he had great work rate by Mateasi Udutambua.
good continuity also from the Warriors. A crucial line out there for Samoa that they secure.
Semayono Tulele Masoe was the money man from the line out. Controlled well by Greg Foy at the back, and Semayono as well. And here it is for David Osofua. Not a good clearing kick by Osofua. Well read by Lepani Rayala. He comes back in field for Kitione Ratu. Counter-attack by the Warriors. Serupepeli Vularika decides to take on the defense. And here's Kitione Ratu again. Nethani Wakaya. Frederick Hicks leaves it behind. In support there is Serupepeli Vularika again doing well. Ratu is at halfback. Henry, Mosese Walker and Charlie Sesson. They need quick balls. The Warriors, not a good pass from Henry, but breaking through is Ndonge. He needs support. Fires back in field to Kelevi Neimasi. Henry again. Just a short one for Simoni Tuilaudala. Still trying to carry the Samoan defender to the try line, but falling short, and just unfortunately for the Warriors, a knock-on, a meter out from the try line.
Yeah, excellent movement from Warriors. Okay, we find their gaps. Okay, but their runners are really finding the right rhythm there. And this is a very good continuity, and unfortunately there maybe the Warriors needed really a gap there. This is Mesaka did terrific there by breaking 2 tackles right there. You see how he went between 2 defenders, and a great offload there with behind the back pass. Maybe we should have gone out wide there, but they do a very good job. They are keeping possession of the ball in spite of a good pressure in defense and good tackling from Samoa.
That's right, Greg Leolofi, the covering defense, the Samoan open side flanker on Simoni Tuilaudala, along with Isaiah Petelo. So it's going to be a great battle as well between Petelo and Simoni Tuilaudala. Petelo, one of the star players for Samoa in the past 3 games, but we haven't seen much of him in this match as well, Frank.
That's because Samoa so far just used the kicking game only as an attacking weapon. They haven't really challenged the Warriors with the running game. And also, he must say also that they didn't enjoy, territorial possession. So far, most of the play has been taking place inside Samoa territory. So, as you know, Samoa is being very, very careful there in this early part of the game by not playing the ball inside their territory, but instead resorting to the kicking game. A kicking game that is very uneven so far for Samoa. Some good ones and some bad ones.
So a free kick now to the Warriors.
That's the put-in was not straight in the scrum. So that means there was a lot of pressure in the front row if the scrum half was forced to put in the ball not straight. And instead of playing the free kick, we're going to have another scrum from Fiji. And I'm sure what's going to happen there is that they're going to channel the ball in the feet of Eremase Randronro, and then they're going to try to build up the pressure on the second and third push.
Well, Randronro scored a try in the last match. That was the last Thursday against Tonga A. When he peeled off from the scrum, he scored 2 tries.
There after the pull this ball in.
Still controlled by Randronro.
But unfortunately, the scrum went up. Okay, under the pressure.
So another scrum feed for the Warriors. In front is Mesakin Donge, Charlie Sesson and Penny Ravai, but someone is just needing some attention there. I think it's Penny Ravai. 17 minutes gone in the first half. Still no points scored. World Rugby Pacific Challenge 2016 final. Samoa A up against the Telecom Fiji Warriors. Samoa A coming into the final with 2 wins and a loss to the Warriors in the first round. The Fiji Warriors, no loss so far, undefeated team in this tournament coming into the final. And let's see whether they can keep that clean sheet, or will the Samoans turn the tables on them in the final. Remember, it's the final. It's a different ball game altogether. It doesn't matter whether the Warriors scored 100 points in the first game. This is the final, and here comes the Warriors with Randronro at the back. Penalty try for the Telecom Fiji Warriors. That's their second penalty try of the tournament. scrum penalty try, Frank.
Right, not a surprise. You see how they build up the pressure patiently. Okay, they did, and under that pressure, I think it was the tight head of Samoa who just gave up, or maybe was it a loose head? No, that's a tight head who's going to give up. You see from on the right side there of Samoa.
So it's a straight out 8 points.
It's a straight out 8 points.
That's another of the experimental laws being tried out at this tournament.
You see the middle row was very tight and well under the front row of the Fiji front row, and this is why they were able to put a tremendous pressure on this Samoan scrum. The Samoan scrum, the forwards, the front row is not doing too bad, but I think they just don't get enough support of the middle row. Their flankers and locks there don't really provide them the support in order to sustain the pressure from the second pressure and third pressure. You see how they work of the Warriors.
So 8 points to nil. The Warriors lead now, and so far for some it's still trying to sink in because Fiji does not get the penalty tries in the scrum. They always concede the penalty tries in the scrum, but it's
big change in
change. That's right, Frank.
In Fiji rugby culture.
So credit goes to Grumpy, the Fiji Warriors scrum coach, and also Flying Fijian scrum coach Alan Muir. Still 8 points to nil, and here's the line-out throw in for Sam Aiono. Now it comes, claimed by Talanga Alofipo. Aiono at the back for the Samoans, and now they drive through. So nice piece of play from the Samoans. Greg Foy peeling off, not a good pass to Isaiah Petelo, and he's hit hard there by Frederick Hicks. Still there for David Osofua, and the big hits coming in from the Warriors. Mosese Voka, and knocked forward by the Samoans. So we'd love to see that again. It's not Mosese Voka, it's Sally Sesson.
Yeah, but knock forward, but mainly it's because Samoa had no clue on where the ball was going on the second phase. There you see how they hesitate. Okay, should I go same side? Should I go the other side? And I think that really confused the Samoan players. Right now they don't seem to know their pattern of play very well there.
Just miscommunication by the halfback and the fly half.
Yeah, too much hesitations and on the part of the scrum half.
Randronro Seniloli clears it out for Serupepeli. Vularica leaves it behind the winger and the fullback, and it's a good clearing kick by Serupepeli Vularica. Three Fijians there with Nedhani Wakaya, Simoni Tulodala, and Frederick Hicks. Yeah. So running out of options as well was Manu Falaniko.
No, but also Serupepeli find the right space. Okay, the kick was very well balanced.
He saw the gap between Manu Falaniko and Vaiovasa Afa. Yeah. So the back three for Samoa caught napping on that occasion by Vularica. Sam Aiono. The last time it was Talanga Alofipo who took the line out throw in, but this time it's Nizan Aitu, the blindside flanker. Right in front. David Osofuaki Anufe. Again, he goes for the high ball, and coming forward is Kitione Ratu, leaves it behind, and it's been chipped through by Failanga Afamasanga. It's a foot race between Afamasanga and Vularica. Well, Vularica is doing everything right for the Warriors at the moment. So he was back there sweeping like a good halfback, but he's playing at first five this evening.
Yeah, he was retreating there on this kick from Samoa. There was a beautiful kick there from Samoa, who put a lot of pressure on Kitione there, who maybe did not control the ball. He tried to control maybe like a sort of Australian football rules player, and that didn't work for him. And good retreating there from Serupepeli to save the nation.
Nice two-hand take by Tulele Masoe, this time Kianufe.
Yeah, but Kianufe run into the back of Fiji because the pass was just too deep.
They come back on the short side. The good tackle by Matiasi Uditambua on Nizan I2. And the big hit still coming from the Warriors, but Samoa not retreating. They will still go forward. Typical of the Samoans. Another big hit on Denny Tusitala by Sirupepeli Vularika. Still there for Samoa. The Warriors go in. Out it comes again. Hesitation there from the Samoans, but they are doing well at the moment. Quick balls by the Samoans. And they will be awarded with a penalty. Offside play by the Warriors. Quickly taken now. Waubasa Afa. Moses Evoka takes him in a good tackle. And offside play by Penny Ravai.
No, it's not that. It's that the players were not retreating on the goal line, so therefore on a quick tap. And this is why Samoa is awarded a new penalty. You see how the general motion of Samoa is not as smooth as the Fiji one. Fiji, they know exactly where to go when they are in attack. Okay, the players know exactly where the ball is going to go next. Well, it seems to me that Samoa, there is a lot of hesitations. The players are not really sure where the ball is going to go next. They don't work very well together, as opposed to the Fiji Warriors that they demonstrated in the early part of the game.
Tulele Masoe and Talanga Alofipo along with Nizan I2. Those are the three jumpers for Samoa. And Greg Leolofi, the open side flanker. Who will it be? It's been lost forward in the line out by the Warriors, but the referee playing advantage. Ki Anufe. There's Anufe out wide and nearly intercepted by Saimoni Lepani Rayala. And we'll come back for the knock-on from the line out by Matiasi Udutambua.
There was a good contest in the line out, unfortunately. But you see again, how the coordination is playing Samoan back line. They had an opportunity there to go out wide, but just the two players just miscommunicated, did not understand each other on this attack from a back line. There in the line out, it's good to contest.
There's Lepani Rayala, shown the red card in the last match against Tonga A. But unfortunately, after his case was reviewed,
Coach!
The citing commissioner and the disciplinary committee decided he will be given the green light to play in the final, and that's why he's here. Ki Anufe, a shot one and a great hit by Sairupepeli Vularika again on Isaiah Petelo. Here's the Samoa. Again, the Warriors doing well in defense, but Samoa, credits to them in attack as well. They are not being intimidated. With the big hits from the Warriors, they still going forward. Greg Foy, Greg Leolofi is there as well with him. Nizan I2 standing off now. You can see Fayalanga Afamasanga standing deep. Kiti Oneratu calling for the rest of the players to come towards the short side. They are outnumbered on the short side, the Warriors. David Osofua, penalty against Charles Essen, number 2.
Time off.
That's 2 penalties at the breakdown, so I think the referee is going to talk to the Warriors. But you see how Samoa just played itself, just doing pick and goes.
Okay. 2 offside, 6 in the U, and just here, and not clearly listen. Okay, Takra. Okay.
So Ravai is going to speak to the players and tell them why the referee is unhappy. But on that occasion it was Charles Sesson who was penalized. The ruck was formed and he was still digging in.
So you see the consequences probably of those experimental law. That is, instead of going for goal and getting 3 points, maybe the Samoan captains thinks that 2 points for a penalty is not worth it. So might as well stay down there and go for the line out and try to go for the 6 points of a try.
Yes, I agree with you, Frank, because and also with the Samoan keeper, because after all they've been through in the last 7 minutes or so, taking on the big heat, so they need to score a try. Nice two-hand take, Talanga Alofipo. Again, they go for the drive now. Sam Ayono is there with ball in hand, and coming in is Ki Anufe, and they're doing well, the Samoans. Still going forward, they can cross over from here. Still it's there with Ki Anufe. The ball is still there, and it's been lost forward. It was legally done by the Warriors, so credits to the Warriors for a great defensive effort, especially the forwards. But Samoa, just unfortunate for them. And now trying to run away is Penny Ravai. But he knocked the ball forward, the Warriors keeper.
Yeah, Samoa got a bit disappointed there because their maul was driving forward. They had good body positioning and they lacked a little bit of patience there, and they exposed the ball to the defense, and that's how they lost that ball in the driving maul. Because I think that they've been a bit more patient and careful with the ball. You see how their body positioning is lower than the white players. You see they have a momentum, okay, and they lack a little bit of patience there, and they got disrupted also. But still, you know, they oh no, I know what happened there. That is, they tripped over one of their own players, and that's what disrupted the whole move.
And again, it was Charles Sesson who was the spoiler for the Warriors, along with his keeper Penny Ravai. Just unfortunate there for Samoa. Seniloli 5-meter defensive scrum. And quickly out is Randronro. Gives it to Frederick Hicks. Good leg drive by Frederick Hicks, but he has lost it. Now playing advantage is the referee, but will come back for the scrum.
So there was a good combination there between Remasi and Frederick. Okay, and they really gained a lot of yardage on this exit strategy from inside, from their own goal line. Unfortunately, Frederick lost the ball going in the tackle there. Maybe didn't hang on to it hard enough.
Frederick Hicks, the former under-20 player, former national under-20 player, now playing for Nandi at second 5'8", a very solid player at second 5'8", Frederick Hicks, but on their occasion, just knocking the ball forward in contact.
Yeah, but when we played for Fiji under 20, he was playing for Nandroga under 20, and now moved to Nandi.
It's also great to see that our national under 20, former under 20 reps are slowly climbing in now to the Warriors, and maybe in the next few years they will be in the Flying Fijians colors. Here's Greg Foy, caught in possession by Henry Seniloli, and knocked through by the Warriors.
Greg Foy was under a lot of pressure. Maybe he should change his channel. Maybe go to channel number 1 instead of stay on channel number 2 if he wants to be able to clean up those balls. Because the second shove from Fiji is very strong and very powerful, and totally dismantled and spoils the balls of Samoa. So you see what we had predicted in the opening of this game, that is one of the key factor of that game will have to be the scrum. I mean, indeed, so far Fiji enjoys a great domination at the scrum time, and they spoils all the balls of Samoa. Samoa cannot get anything going really from the scrum because the balls are not clean, they are spoiled, and they even lose it, like here on a turnover. And it's going to be a very long night for the Samoan halfbacks and key players just like Fo and scrum half David Osofua.
Joseva Levula just needing some medical attention, maybe a blood bean for Joseva Levula. So who's going to go in for the Warriors? It looks like John Dyer, the vertical number 8. So Joseva Levula, the naval officer, comes off the Suva lock forward. Comes off a blood bean replacement. Going in is John Dyer, as I said, from Botukula. There is John Dyer wearing the number 19 jersey. John Dyer will, I think, slot in at blindside flanker, which means Kelevi Neimasi will play at locks with Mateyasi Ututambua.
Coach! Burn!
Still 8 points to nil, 30 minutes gone in the first half. The Warriors, Fiji Warriors leading Samoa A in the final of the World Rugby Pacific Challenge, and a big pass for Serupepeli Vullerica, but here comes Lepani Rayala. Doing well at the back is Manu Falaniko, and the big hit again from Serupepeli Vullerica. I thought that was fair from Vullerica. It was a spot-on tackle.
No, but that's what the referee calls. It's the obvious offside from Samoan player.
Oh, the penalty is against Samoa.
Yeah,
I thought it's against
Samoa.
Fiji.
Yeah, it's against Samoa.
Because the tackle was spot on from Vullerica.
Right, but also you see this very strange kick there from fullback. And the referee checks and he sees that everything is fine, but there, there's no way the fly off, should pick up that ball. And
well, that's right. It was Kianufe who was penalized. Yeah. He was in front of the kicker. So again, Isaiah Petelo, he's been well marked by the Warriors backline, especially Vullerica. That's the second time that Vullerica has been up on his face in terms of defense.
But you see the chase line of Fiji was perfect. They were all on the same line and putting a lot of pressure on a Samoan runner who had no option but kick. However, this kick should have been something else.
Matiasi Ututambua, a quick ball for Ermasi Randronro, goes over the advantage line and leaves it behind, but he will be penalized. So Greg Foy and Greg Leolofi of Samoa doing well. And again, some...
there it's a placement of Remasi was wrong. Then maybe he should
that's
try
right.
to go for a long ball, because that's a good penetration there after a very flat pass from his scrum half Henry Seniloli.
And the cleanup as well was late.
Yeah, but if he had made the effort on the ground by placing a long ball, maybe he would have bought time for his cleaners to come and arrive. Yeah, because there was a good penetration there. Good job though from Samoan back row for getting this ball back.
Yes, Greg Foy and Greg Leolofi. Tulele Masoe. He's the one calling the shots in the line out, and he takes it nicely as well.
Someone like that are very good, even though they don't enjoy the same height as Fiji.
Also Fuatuki Anufe comes back in field, and the big hit still coming from Serupepeli Vullerica. The Samoan player isolated there, but it's been picked up by Henry Dyer. Still going forward now, Dyer.
That's a high tackle there.
And still playing advantage, Serupepeli Vullerica. Out it comes for Moses Evoka. Simoni Tuilaudala. Here's Kitione Ratu for Lepani Rayala. Rayala gives it in field to Nedhani Wakaya. But let's see whether Wakaya has dived over for a try. The assistant referee is Kaveni Taleme Valangi on the far side.
Lost the ball. Okay, option. Look on.
Samoa is not out of jail there with his knock-on, because you're going to see the pressure from Fiji on that scrum, on that 5-meter scrum.
A goal line or a scrum.
Excellent play there from Fiji there. He's going to move the ball. They had a big overlap. There were only 2 defenders, five Fijians attackers, and they just take too long to fix those sliding defense.
Well, it was Lepani Rayala who flicked the pass in field for Nedhani Wakaya. And Wakaya just
different call. Is this a different call from a referee?
It looks like a penalty. Not sure what's...
Oh, no. This is the new experimental law. That is, if we have a knock-on in the end zone, the defending team can have a 5-meter dropout
instead of a 5-meter scrum.
Right, exactly.
So Frederick Hicks again, still Samoa not out of the danger zone, and Kitione Ratu loses the ball forward, but wouldn't blame him because the hit was too hard for him as well. So Samoa as well not being intimidated by the Warriors tackles. Lepani Rayala, one of the back 3 for Fiji. Kitione Ratu looks in field and there's no one. Again he goes back to the short side. Poor judgment there from Kitione Ratu.
I don't think he assessed the line of defense correctly there. maybe the line of defense of Samoa were just overloading on the right side of the field, and maybe he should have attacked in the middle of the field where he had plenty of support and less defenders covering that part of the ground.
Still 8 points to nil. About 5.5 minutes left in the first half. The Warriors leading with a penalty try.
Number 11 white pulling back.
Okay. The 15 penalty. Just penalty. Okay.
Kaveni Talmivalangi informing the referee there. Lepani Rayala pulled number 15, that was Manu Falaniko, off the ball stuff there from Lepani Rayala, so he will be penalized.
Shot.
It's really an unnecessary penalty there because Warriors are really well in charge. Okay, they have the numbers. Okay, the defensive pressure from Samoa is not that intense on those kick that they chase. So therefore, okay, they should be a bit more composed, the Warriors, when they counter-attack and try to assess where the space is, right, and attack that space instead of just being being forced into foul plays or infringements. They are totally unnecessary. Very interesting goal there for Samoa to go for points instead of going for the line out. Maybe they need a breather, or maybe they need to put something on the board just to feel a bit more confident.
Kianufe from the 10-meter line, it will fall short. Rather, it had the distance, but just not the accuracy, because it went over the dead ball line. 22-meter dropout for the Warriors, Vulerica. And, well, the referee called for time off, so that means Henry Dyer will, rather it's John Dyer who will come off the field. And back into the field of play is Joseva Levula. There's Levula, who went off for a blood bean, and he's back into the field of play. 22-meter dropout from Vulerica, taken by Fayalang Afamasang, and here's Kianufe, lifts it high again, and coming forward is Vulerica, but he knocked it backwards, says the referee. Here's Henry, not a good pass, but Kitione Ratu chips it forward for Lepani Rayala on the far side, and Rayala chips it forward yet again. 3 Warriors defenders there, and here's a chance for the Warriors. Nevani Wakaya it is that will go over for the Warriors' second try. He was denied the last time on the far side after knocking the ball forward on the try line, but this time he won't be denied as he goes over for the Warriors' second try of the evening. The Warriors extend their lead now to 14 points to nil.
Very sweet bounce there for the Fiji players after a little pop kick. All right, and 2 pop kicks in a row, then the ball not control, and the bounce went right into the arms of Wakaya, and that was really good there. Look at that there, a little pop kick there, and a sweet bounce from the chaser right in the arms, and a second one, and that is not well controlled there. Ooh, there was a push there on a Samoan player that could have been penalized. And a very poor ball control there from Samoa that really gifted that try to Wakaya.
So Nevani Wakaya scores the second try for the Warriors. And it looks like, no, it's not Vulerica, it looks like Kitione Ratu is going to take the conversion attempt right on the 22-meter line. At the moment, it's 14 points to nil.
Very important psychologically to score right before the halftime. Now Fiji Warriors can go in the dressing room, okay, reassured, confident, and be ready for the second half.
Kitione Ratu. He struck that well, the Votukola youngster. And it goes over as well, so it's half-time.
Successful conversion from
The Warriors lead Samoa A by 16 points to nil. A penalty try and a converted try to Nethani Wakaya on the stroke of half-time. The Warriors leading by 16 points, and the Samoans will have a lot of soul searching to do, especially in this 10 minutes break before they come back.
Skipper.
And here's the final 40 minutes which is about to get underway. The World Rugby Pacific Challenge 2016 final. Samoa A up against the Telecom Fiji Warriors, and the Warriors leading by 16 points to nil thanks to a penalty try and a converted try to Nethani Wakaya. And here's Kianufe. Knocked through by the Warriors. Early chance for the Samoans.
And
20 seconds into the second half.
And Samoa needs a lot of chance because they didn't show much in the first half. They could threaten the goal line of Fiji Warriors. So we don't know what's been told in Samoan dressing room, but they really need to improve their ball handling. They really need to improve their pattern of play if they want to have any sort of chance to score against the Fiji Warriors. Fiji Warriors were very well in control thanks to a beautiful scrum, okay, and also thanks to a very talented backline.
Okay, guys, follow my call.
It's very dangerous every time they have a ball in hand. Whereas Samoa, so far in the first half, it didn't show much in attack, except for some good pick and goes and some kicking game where they didn't really capitalize out of that. And we'll see if they're going to change their strategy and try to get more clean balls and have their backs challenge.
It's a good scrum by the Warriors, and here's Ermasi Randronro back in field to Neymasi Kelebi. Henry Seniloli leaves it behind, and cleaning up is Charlie Sesson, the Warriors hooker. Looks like the Samoans have turned it over, but side entry, says the referee, quickly taken by Penny Ravai. So they've made their intentions early in this second half. The Warriors, they want to run at these Samoans. Here's Henry, goes back on the short side. They've got numbers on the short side, the Warriors. Out for Nethani Wakaya, scored a try earlier in the first half, and knocked through by the Warriors, but the intention was right by the skipper. It was Penny Ravai, but just it looks like Repani Rayala.
Yeah, it looks like this time the ball was knocked on right before the goal line. But again, everything is going, the wrong way for Samoa. First, they lost their ball and their own put in, and then on a quick tap, Penny had one of those famous runs there where he can drag with him many defenders, and then the knock-on to place right before the goal line. That is why we're going to have a scrum for Samoa, and it's like a very long night for the Samoan scrum.
Simoni Tuilothala was the one that knocked the ball forward right before the try line, and it was also as he was hit by a good covering tackle from David Osofua, the halfback of Samoa.
So after the run from Penny Ravai, you see how he placed the ball really well with the long ball, and therefore Henry could spin that ball really quickly because it was well recycled. The Samoan defense was just retreating very slowly, and it was easy for the Fijian attackers to go all the way to the goal line.
And the jam-packed embankment, the concrete seating that is. So let's see whether the Warriors can have another big scrum, or whether the Samoans done their homework and can counter this big Warriors outfit.
It doesn't look too good on this put in there. See how they have a hard time. Looks like their core strength is just too weak of Samoa. They cannot hold it up. Hold it up, so excuse me. I think the only chance for Samoa to get the clean balls will be for their number 8, Greg Ford, to go at channel 1 and try to channel that ball as quick as possible out of a scrum.
That's right, he can't afford to go to channel 2. David Osofua. And now it's a scrum penalty, but against the Warriors keeper.
Yeah, it's
Penny
Penny
Ravai.
who is blamed for taking the scrum down. But usually, you know, if the tight head goes down, or if it goes down on the right side of the scrum, it's usually the tight head who's at fault.
Kianufe.
There will be interesting. Probably Penny just was bending towards the ground instead of binding up, and that's probably why the referee has penalized them.
So a clearing kick there from Kianufe, and here's Sam Ayono.
And that was a very modest clearing kick again, not of international standard for sure.
Sam Ayono to Lele Masoi.
Fiji does not contest the line out, even though they have good blocks and good jumpers.
And now it comes for David Osofua. In comes the tackle from Charlie Sessom. And no other option there for Kianufe but to fire it downfield for Nedhani Wakaya. And here's Sirupepeli Vularik out wide to Kitione Ratu. Ratu again opts for the chip kick. And it's Vayovasa Afa. But great chase as well from Kitione Ratu. And now they've got numbers on the short side, Samoa. Going back in field is Vayovasa Afa. The ball is left behind for the Samoans. Kianufe running out of options and comes back on the short side. Again, Vularika coming in with the heat along with Tuilo Dala and Charlie Sesson, and knocked through by the Samoans. So the pressure defense from the Warriors working, Frank.
But you see again so much hesitation from on the part of the Samoan halfbacks. Okay, they looks like the players cannot reposition themselves where they should reposition themselves there. Well, obviously there he has no option because his runners out wide are just in front of him. There, poor number 13, from Petelo. Okay, he's totally surrounded by three Fijian defenders. So the second phase and third phase of Samoa is in total disarray, and I cannot see them get anything going in the second half if they don't, work harder at repositioning themselves on second phase balls.
Ermasi Ranronro, they just giving him room to move. Ermasi Ranronro needs support on the outside, still going forward. Ermasi Ranronro, that's about 35 meters he's gained there. They go towards the open side. The same one Tulodala, wrong option there by Tulodala. Should have passed the ball because they've got numbers to the outside. Just maybe inexperience showing there for Simoni Tulodala. And that's just the basic rule of rugby. You've got numbers, you pass it. But he decided to take on the defense. And Kitione Ratu with the clearing kick inside his own 22. Not a bad clearing kick there from Kitione Ratu. But again, the basics of rugby, Frank. You got numbers, you pass it.
Yeah, Samoa very lucky there. Okay, again, as we have predicted, Erimasi is having a grand time at the base of that scrum there by running. You see the big channel that he had there. The flanker was committed at pushing, and therefore Erimasi had a big channel there to run with. It's too bad he could not offload there and finish off, and there really a good center there should have passed the ball right away as we had the numbers. So you see we have this problem there in Fiji where we have those young centers who tend to hang on to the ball way too much. Sometimes when you play a center, just a simple pass is the best play, and it requires a little bit of intelligence and humility, and not try to take on the defense all by yourself.
Joseva Levula has been replaced. Also Kitione Ratu has come off. And in goes John Dyer and Cyril Rees, the Nandi fullback. Claimed by the Warriors from the line-out, Matiasi Udutamua. Quick balls needed for Henry Seniloli. Leaving it behind was Terupepeli Vularika, but fortunately for him, covering well was Ermasi Ranronro. Out it comes now for Simoni Tuilodala. Here's Cyril Rees. Again, losing the ball forward.
The tries are begging there for Fiji. I wouldn't be surprised that in the last part of this second half, the floodgates are going to open for Fiji as Samoan players are walking around the park, and I don't think they'll be able to contain these Fijian waves of attack for much longer. Especially since they just don't win their balls in the line out, they are pushed around in a scrum.
You too.
It doesn't go very, very well for Samoa in the next part of the game.
Henry Seniloli up there in defense, but here comes Afa Masanga, the inside center. Out it comes for Kia Nufe. And Nufe this time decides, I'll just crawl one on the ground for Vauvasa Afa to chase, but beats Afa out of play.
You know, this the last play we saw is like from Samoa sort of admitting that they are running out of options, you know, and just basically give up the ball.
About 30 minutes left in the second half. A lot of rugby left in this match, and Samoans at the moment, they are showing signs of fatigue, and also there's some holes in their defense as well. And again, the lineouts throw in from Charlie Sesson not going according to plan, and I won't be surprised if Samuel Sunguturanga will replace him in a matter of minutes.
That's the only positive point for Samoa so far. Their lineouts, except for the last one, the last throw in their head, it's this is the only, you know, basic of the game where they perform.
So the scrum for Samoa, they've won it that time fair and square. It comes for Anufe Isaiah Petelo, and here's Malu Falaniko. Taken in a good tackle by Simoni Tuilaudhala. Samoa again, Greg Foy, the number 8. Shot off the 10-meter line, Warriors territory. Still there. Samoa, they've got the numbers, and here's Isaiah Petelo. Not much option for Petelo this evening, but doing well there, Petelo, taking into account that he was the lone player with 3 Fijian defenders on the far side. Again, it's there for Greg Leolofi and Tulele Masue. They go back on the short side, Jake Gray, and leaves it behind, but it's been lost forward. John Dyer cleans up for the Warriors. It's there for Henry Seniloli.
Knock on fast.
But the first knock-on was from the Samoans. So some positive plays there by the Samoans.
They finally managed to put some face together. Unfortunately, there was a good pass there right there in the axis from Samayono. I think it was on Jake Gray. Unfortunately, his support right in a linear in the axis of the ball. Okay, will just drop that pass. And Samoa managed to find a little bit of space there out wide. The defense of the Warriors maybe not vigilant enough, or not playing the proper pattern. You know, when they see they are outnumbered, maybe they, instead of going up straight, they should try to drift and be a bit more patient in defense.
Scrum feed again to the Warriors, Henry Seniloli. Look at the Samoan scrum, they're doing well. Erimasi Randronro, shot one for Vulerica. No other option for Vulerica there but to take it into contact. Seniloli again. Warriors decide to go and play downfield. Manu Falaniko hit hard in a 2-man tackle by Serupepeli Vulerica and Simoni Tuilaudhala. Here's Greg Foy. A cutout pass by Tulele Masue. And there's Tusitala. Here's Nethani Wakaya, a very physical player. Henry Seniloli. And breaking through there is Moses Evoka. Now they've got numbers, the Warriors. Nethani Wakaya sprinting down the other side of the field. In support is Charlie Sesson. Needs to hold it, takes it into contact. Lays it behind, and Penny Rafai marching on with the Warriors in support. Out it comes again for Henry Seniloli. Mesake Ndonge, Serupepeli Bularika. Out it comes, and this will be a try finally for Lepani Rayala. Great piece of play, great stuff. A Fijian player at show as well here at the ANZ Stadium in the final of the World Rugby Pacific Challenge. A great team effort, great team try as well from the Warriors through Watukola winger Lepani Rayala.
Right, and I'm afraid the floodgates are going to open now for Fiji. And they should be able to carry on. You see how they are really in control now. They break the tackles quite easily. See, great break there. And then a good offload inside the defense. They will keep the ball alive. And then even though the lead is being caught, Jolly manages to recycle that ball pretty quickly there with a good pick and go from Penny. Penny, of course, usually takes 3, 4, 5 defenders to take him down. A squeeze ball for Penny, and that means a quick pass. Mesake played very good there as a center, and Frederick also, took the tackle, and as he was being tackled, had a wonderful offload. So great play from all those players there.
22 points to nil now. The Warriors extend the lead. Vularika just 2 meters out from the 22-meter line and 12 meters out from the sideline. No, the scores will remain at 22 points to nil.
That was a beautiful try there from Fiji, keeping the ball alive, recycling really quick, okay, and playing with no numbers on the back. You saw that Mesake, played just like a center, like I said before, just a simple pass is enough. And then Frederick, that was pretty good what he did there, taking 2 defenders, and as he was falling down, offloading to his support. Great skills from the Fiji Warriors.
That's right, and you can tell by the body language of the Samoans, they are giving up already. Kianufe just slowly getting to the halfway line to take the restart. Here's Henry Sendiloli inside his own 22, but did the job there. Doesn't matter if it gained about 7 meters, as long as it goes out.
Yeah, that will be
the
only maybe darker spot in that game so far for the Warriors is the kicking game. When they go for touch is pretty modest. Maybe something to work on for the future.
That's right. The Warriors, they will break camp for about 3 weeks before they return to camp as they prepare for their tour to Uruguay. In most of these players in this Warrior side will be part of the touring party. The referee asking the Samoans to use the ball now.
They lost it again.
And they lost it. It's been touched by one of the Samoans. It's going to be a line-out throw-in for the Warriors.
Looks like we have some replacements. And Samoa really needs some fresh legs right now.
Yes, Tie Tuimaunga will replace Jake Gray. So Tie Tuimaunga goes into the field of play for the Manu Samoan hooker Jake Gray. Charlie Sesson. 2 of his line-out throws were not straight, and that's the 3rd one.
Yeah, 3rd one, even though Samoa didn't even contest. So maybe Jolly needs to be a bit more focused there and relaxed. And you see, another admission of quickness from Samoa. That is, they elected to go for the line-out instead of a scrum, which shows how scared they are. How scared they are of the Fiji scrum. And again, another throw in and not straight. You see that I'm sure that the ruthless scrum of Fiji is going to take over now.
With Sam Ayono facing the same problem as his counterpart, Charlie Sesson.
Rimasi calling a play there.
So I fancy that Rondrondo will go towards the short side for Nedhani Wakaya.
Maybe not, because he was calling for his backline, so maybe he's going to make a move towards the left, even though there is an extra defender on the left in the name of a scrum half.
He may go towards the right side, but the scrum from Samoa is good, and that's a positive sign for them.
Right, and
with 20 minutes left in this match.
And a big surprise, they are a big let down in concentration there from Fiji front row. And also Penny, who's in pain for his ankle, an earlier injury that he had earlier in the game. Maybe it would be wise for him to go out. The game is under control.
Let's see whether Asaeli Sorvaki or Joeli Veitayaki will go in. I think it's going to be Sorvaki.
Usually Joeli likes to play on the loose head, so that could be well, Joeli can play actually both sides.
Another throw in for the Samoans with Sam Ayono. This time they are just about 15 meters out from Fiji's try line, but it's claimed by Moses Evoka. Now it's Henry for Sirupipeli. Vularika just dropping it in between the Samoan midfield, and it's been claimed again by Vularika. They go again on the short side, and Henry Seniloli going for the high ball. Valvasa Afa is under it, but it's been dumped to the ground by the Warriors defense. The ball is out, says the referee, and they've been penalized, the Warriors. Moses Evoka, rather it's Kelevi Neimasi. Well, Neimasi heard the referee, the ball is out, he went in. But little did he realize that the ruck was formed just seconds later.
There was good pressure on this kick following that kick, but however, I think Henry and Seru Peperi should just run the ball now, because the Samoans have a hard time to follow the pace of Fiji, and then all they have to do now, Fiji, is just to move the ball around, and they will find easily space to run into or even break some tackles, as after 2 or 3 phases we leave the Samoans are in total disarray.
And now the Samoans claimed it. Out it comes for Greg Leolofi. Infield for Isai Petelo, and Vaivasa Afa comes back infield. The fullback Manu Falaniko, and running away from the rest of the place, Vaivasa Afa. But he's been cut short off his track, and the counter-racking from the Warriors. It's there for the Warriors, Henry Seniloli. But in front was Nedhani Wakaya. He will be penalized.
Okay, touch.
Fortunately, the ball went out of bounds.
Touch.
But someone touched the ball there for the Samoans and for Fiji. But the referee was calling for Nedhani Wakaya. 14 stop, but still Wakaya was chasing that box kick from Henry Seniloli. And the replacement players will go in for the Warriors. Look at this set piece move, Frank.
Yeah, it's back inside. Okay, there.
Vaivasa Afa.
Frederick X didn't cover the inside ball. After the ball was passed, he should have immediately covered the inside. Squeeze ball there for the number 11, but the support was way too late.
And the Warriors coming in again with the big defense. Off they go. Samoa, Melani Matavao. They still need to score some points, the Samoans, but they are backpedaling now. Can't blame them, because the Warriors are up in defense.
Yeah, they are relentless in defense. They keep coming up.
Okay.
And Vularika, will he kick for touch? Yes, he will kick for touch. So it's Aporosan Duai, Asaeli Sorvaki, and Joeli Veitayaki who will go into the field of play.
This time a very good line out, touch found by Seru Pepeli, right on the 5 meters.
Mesaken Donge and Penny Ravai along with Simoni Tulodala being replaced now by Veitayaki Joeli, Asaeli Sorvaki, and Aporosan Duai.
Just. Wait.
2013 was the last time the Warriors won the Pacific
Time off.
World
Seven
Rugby
off.
Pacific Challenge.
Seven.
And with the way they are performing,
Okay, 7 off.
they are on their way to winning the title yet again after 2 years. But nothing to be taken away from the Samoans. They've got 16 minutes left to turn the tables and try to rattle these Warriors outfit.
Perfect positioning there for a try.
Charlie Sesson.
Good sacking there from Samoan defense. He didn't allow the ball to be formed.
Here comes for Sesson again. He's been driven back. And the counter-racking from Samoa is good. The Warriors just slowing in cleaning up, and also the Warriors didn't go in to support Charlie Sesson. And on that occasion they were penalized as Sesson was alone and he was outnumbered by the Samoan defense at the breakdown.
Yeah, but you see the Fijians are much more mobile than Samoa, so therefore these balls should not be attacked in the center of the field. They should go out wide, okay, in order to take advantage of the mobility, of the superior mobility of the Fijian players, and then force the defense of Samoa to move a lot.
Right.
What they did there on this first phase, they really helped the Samoan defense by basically staying close to the source of where the ball was won, okay, and that the back row of Samoa doesn't have to run very far to go contest that ball. So Serupeli and Henry and also Frederick should ask for the ball to move out quicker, out wide, in order to enjoy the superiority they have in their mobility and their fitness at this point of the game.
Okay.
Charlie Sesson has been replaced by Samu Sumuturanga.
20. Okay.
So Charlie Sesson
Offside.
played well overall, but just a few line-out throws didn't go according to plan.
Yeah, but that's all. Other than that, he worked very hard. And he was brilliant also in a tight. So just those are throw-ins to correct, and it's just a matter of focusing and relaxing a bit more for Jali.
So the Samoans as well coming in with the replacements as Joe Fuimaono and Sofaramai. Brother Sofaramai is going in for the Warriors. Looks like Timothy Sauvoli, who will make his way into the field of play very soon. Again, Mosese Voka takes it out from the line out. Samu Sumuturanga in action early after this, going in about 30 seconds ago. Not a good pass by Henry, but here's Frederick Hicks. Frederick lays it back well again for Henry. Serupepeli Vularika goes back in field, goes with the handoff. Still there for Nedhani Wakaya. Wakaya bounces off one Samoan tackler, but finally being put to the ground by Melani Matavao. Out it comes again for the Warriors, Samu Sumuturanga. The cleanup is good from the Warriors, but just knocked through by Henry Seniloli.
And on the second phase, really the Samoan defense was not very well repositioned out wide, and they should go wide the Fijian Warriors, and then you will see that they will easily find space and gaps into the Samoan defense.
Okay.
So Mosese Voka has been, rather Kelepini Masi has been replaced by Timothy Sauvoli, and here's a penalty for the Warriors. Yes. 22 points to nil, they lead.
Samoa just cannot win any of their own balls on the line-outs and the scrum. Okay, you cannot play rugby in those conditions at all. I mean, you cannot win a game at all in those conditions.
Henry Seniloli, who is the skipper now after Penny Ravai went off has decided that we'll take a shot at goal. Zero Pepeli Vulerica is there, just 2 meters out from the 10-meter line.
We must say also that it's a very warm and hot night, very humid, so therefore the players are sweating a lot. And that is why maybe sometimes you can see the ball being dropped. It's not because the players are unagile, but it's just because it's pretty hard to handle the ball when you are sweating a lot. And there I'm sure that Henry felt that everyone needed a little bit of a break, and this is the best way to get a little rest there by going for goal and taking a breather for a minute or so.
So Vulerica 2 meters out from the 10-meter line inside Samoan territory, and right in front, but not the angle. He struck it well, just to the right hand upright, and about 2 meters off for the right hand upright. So again, the scores remain at 22 points to nil. We are into the last 10 minutes of the match, and the Warriors, if they continue to be dominant in all facets of play, then they will win this. Lepani Rayala leaving it behind. Rayala flicks it infield to Aporosa, rather it's Cyril Rees who's broken through. Cyril Rees, he's got Mateyasi Udutambua on the outside, gives it to Mateyasi Udutambua. Udutambua, just some 7 skills, chipping it forward, but it's been claimed by Lepani Rayala. Rayala is going in, just 5 meters out now. The Warriors, they need quick balls, but Mateyasi Udutambua takes it forward. That's his 3rd try of the tournament. Mateyasi Udutambua being rewarded with another grand game at Locks tonight for the Warriors. Mateyasi Udutambua. So 22 points to nil becomes 28 points to nil.
And a great kind of attacking from Cyril Rees there. You see there, he catches the ball there, and he's going to find the space there between an uneven defense of Samoa. You see they were not on the same line. And a good break there. What option? Inside, outside. I think that's...
And what about the skills from the big man?
Yeah, maybe a little bit lucky there. Maybe he should have looked for the more support inside. But it turns out okay with another great pick and go. And just one big man against a small man close to the goal line. It's pretty hard to stop. Eh?
And going over is the Vatukola lock forward, Mateyasi Udutambua. Remember, he scored 2 tries against Tonga A. Mateyasi Udutambua, rather it was Japan. It was Ronrondo who scored 2 tries against Tonga A. So Mateyasi Udutambua is 3rd try of the tournament. And the conversion attempt from Vulerica shaves off the left and upright, and the scores remain at 28 points to nil. So the Warriors will win the World Rugby Pacific Challenge 2016 after...
The Warriors were way superior in this tournament to all the other teams in terms of fitness, in terms of game organization, in terms of winning the ball at all the set pieces. So it's a well-deserved and uncontested win from the Warriors in this tournament.
As I said earlier, the Warriors will win this after 2 years, and here's the Warriors yet again on the short side. Aseli Sorvaki. Rather, that was Timothy Sauvoli. Quick throw in by the Samoans. They need to score some points. Kianufe goes back on the short side. He kicked that out outside the 22. Yes, it was outside the 22. And just pressure there from the Warriors defense, resulting in Kianufe's decision to run out from inside his 22. And where he kicked that, he was outside the 22, which means it was out on the full. Another opportunity for the Warriors with Samu Sungu Turanga now to throw it in. A new look front row for the Warriors. Samu Sungu Turanga, Chueli Beitayaki and Aseli Sorvaki. Timothy Sauvoli is into the field of play as well. Out it comes for the Warriors. Now it's Eremasi Rantrono. Bounces off the replacement player from Samoa. and he's still down. That's Joe Fumayono. Out it comes again for the Warriors. Here's Frederick Hicks. Goes back in field. Needs support on the inside. Still going through the Nandi star. And he goes over to score another try for the Warriors. Just showing pure strength there, Frank.
Yeah, but you know, very well first phase organized with Eremasi, taking the ball flat from a good line-out take, crossing at the advantage line. Samoa's his backpedaling, and then a very good recycling, and then Frederick arriving with plenty of pace and strength there, and able to break a lot of tackles. You see there Eremasi who arrives with a lot of power. Okay,
Please.
breaks the tackle, good recycling there. And there, you know, decoys runners, which just stop the defense. Okay, and there Frederick was just a good inside cut, and with his big strength, okay, manages to break 2-3 tackles and ends up in the end zone.
So 26 points.
So you see there the talent of the players that show, because they get the ball with a lot of pace, all of them play with pace. Okay, and there's a good organization there on second phase with some decoys runners who are slowing down the inside defenders and allowing the outside attackers from Fiji to get the ball with pace and break those lines.
And over it goes, so 36 points. 36 points to nil now. Fiji lead. 36 points to nil. So the Samoans still no answer after 35 minutes gone in the second half.
Something we had announced that we said that the floodgates were going to happen already. You know, 3 tries in the span of less than in the last 10 minutes or so, and the game is not over.
And again, Kianufe from the halfway. The Warriors still want to play. The Warriors still want to score more points. And here's Henry Seniloli. Knocked backwards, says the referee, and now it's knocked forward by Serpepeli Vularica. Here's Samoa with a golden opportunity to score some points. Out it comes for the replacement player, Tietie Tuimaunga. Still Samoa not giving up. And now they're going on the short side, Nizan Ayutu. In support is Semi Perebi Semiane and Valentin Mekam. Now running out of options is Greg Lealofi.
Well, there is no option because the defense is always on the ball, always pressuring.
Quickly taken. Again, Lahona Vaengao runs straight at Toeli Vetayaki, who needs to roll away. Still there again for Samoa, Melani Matavao.
Hands!
They will not give up Samoa. Lahona Vaengao been driven back by Samu Sungu Turanga and John Dyer. And again, it was knocked forward by the Warriors. But the Warriors defense is up quickly in the face of the Samoans.
They leave absolutely no space to the Samoans, who cannot get anything going. All right, and that's a very good defense from the Warriors.
And here's another scrum feed for the Samoans.
Coach!
Melani Matavao.
No. Point engagement. Scrum again. Move.
So the replacement player for Samoa is Titi Iso. It's going to
Well, he's got only a couple of minutes to break a sweat.
about 3 minutes left.
But with the heat we have and humidity we have, there should be no problem for him.
36 points to nil, the Warriors leading. Great game by the Warriors in defense and also in attack. But in defense, they've suffocated the Samoans. The line of defense moves together and also at the same rate, same pace. And look at another big scrum from the Warriors. Now they've turned it over. Out it comes for Frederick Hicks. The side will go down and play inside the Samoan territory, and it's been left behind. But we will have the scrum for the Warriors because it was knocked forward by Samoa.
Yeah, it's a shame there, because when we have a scrum like this going forward, you know, just when you are in a backline play, you see your scrum going forward like this, you got to run the ball, you know, because you have plenty of space in front of you. Okay, the forwards of Samoa are nowhere to be seen when you are pushing like this, and it's a shame that we have a kicking game there at the last part of the game when you have a scrum dominating so much. I'm sure that Waisale Serevi, when he was playing, would have loved to have a scrum going forward like this for him to use the ball.
That's right, Frank. And imagine more magic from the master at that time.
Come up.
And Henry Seniloli, about a minute left in this match. 36 points to nil, a big win for the Warriors, and they said they'll play for the victims of Tropical Cyclone Winston. And they will lift the trophy tonight in front of their home crowd. And still going forward is Ermasi Randronro. Grand game at number 8 for the Nanronga Star. Out it comes for Frederick Hicks. Aporosa Nduai steps back in field, breaking through is Aporosa Nduai, needs support and finds it in the form of Nethani Wakaya or Alifereti Modelutu, going over the try line and losing the ball forward.
Well, I thought the winger should have dived in that to secure the try there.
I thought Nethani Wakaya will go all the way.
Exactly, yeah, no need to go for a pass inside. But maybe he wanted to, you know, to gift a try to his teammate, which is very, very generous of him. But another very easy break there from Aporosa Duai. Looks outside for his support. Yeah, I think, oh yeah, he was well held.
I'll just knocking the ball forward there.
Yeah. And therefore again we're going to have a
5 meter dropout. And another chance for the Warriors to go over 40. Here's Alifereti Modelutu. Takes it into contact, the replacement first 5. Henry Seniloli, the stand-in skipper. Now he comes again for the Warriors. They still working hard. Holding on, says the referee. Penalty to Samoa. Still 36 points to nil. The Fiji Warriors leading.
So is Samoa going to call it a day, or just try to run the ball?
Well,
try to get some pride out of that, you know. So it's not. It's unbelievable that they didn't manage to score a single point.
1 minute, says the referee. And here's Samoa. Joe Foyumayono, Liahona Vegao, and out of play. Another line out throw in because the referee said 1 minute, so about 30 seconds left, according to the referee's time. 36 points to nil, and with this Warriors throw in, I think Frank, Samoa will be held scoreless.
Totally. Right, and even if we have a clean take there, you know, we could see another good run from either Ermasi or a good run there too, and then a good progression. No.
And now here's another chance for Samoa.
With an advantage, since
that's right. Out they come again. The referee still playing advantage. The advantage is over now. Liaona Vegao, and that's it for the Samoans. That's the end of their campaign for the 2016 World Rugby Pacific Challenge, and that's the end of the match as well. The Telecom Fiji Warriors running riot here at home in Suva, Fiji, with a 36 points to nil win over Samoa A. And they scored a penalty try in the